Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the News at 8. I'm your host, Vincent Colonzo. Later this evening, we will look at the war crimes faced by the Palestinian citizens of Gaza, but first we have two special guests here to discuss the controversy surrounding the Muslim community in the European Union and the solution to the growing tension within it. As per the European Parliament, they have vowed to offer asylum to those who meet the strict standard established by the Lisbon Treaty of 2009. So please join me in welcoming Vincent Colonzo, an outspoken critic of the Muslim communities in the EU, and also join me in welcoming Vincent Colonzo, a pro-immigration advocate who hopes to extend the number of accepted asylum seekers into the EU. Gentlemen, I would like to first open the discussion up to Mr. Colonzo, so please do start us off.
Well, thank you, Vincent. First, I would like to offer my regards to the victims of the Israeli acts of aggression in Palestine, as this ties into the numerous incidents of persecution faced by Islamic diasporas around the globe today, especially in the European Union. If you recall, in France and in most recently Sweden, they have passed bans on face coverings in public spaces. This has made the Muslim community feel alienated, unwanted, unwelcome in places that they call their homes. This form of isolationism won't solve the number of extremists in the European Union, but it will serve as a reminder to these extremists of the nation that rejected them. In a novel I've recently read called Home Fire, it depicts one of these extremists named Farouk as he reminisces of a UK where he felt welcomed. He states, and I quote, "The nation was great when it understood that a welfare state was something you build up instead of tearing down, when it saw migrants as people to be welcomed, not turned away." You see, the resolution to combating radical Islam should not be to radicalize it further. It should be to help integrate them into our greater community. Hate only breeds hate. Maybe if we start treating them as people, they will be less inclined to perpetrate these acts of aggression against a community they can finally call their own.
Very well said, Mr. Colonzo. Now, Mr. Colonzo, your response?
Well, Vincent, I would also like to thank you for this opportunity. First off, I would like to express my disregard for this white cape fraud over here trying to act as the good guy. If these people were worth integrating into our society, they wouldn't be cutting our heads off. If you recall, not even a year ago, a school teacher was killed in France named Samuel Paty. A school teacher for trying to add a little humor into the classroom. What's the crime in that? It certainly did not constitute a beheading. The fact that you would take the side of the terrorist over law-abiding citizens baffles me. I also happen to have read Camilla Shamsi's Home Fire, but I'm confused. Maybe we didn't read the same book, because only you could take the side of the terrorists in this case. To me, it is abundantly clear that the solution to not becoming isolated is to stop doing it yourself. I'd like to point to the part in the novel where Kara Matlone is giving a speech to a student body, comprised mostly of Muslims. He states, "You are, we are British. But don't set yourself apart in the way you dress, the way you think, the outdated codes of behavior you cling to, the ideologies to which you attach your loyalties, because if you do, you will be treated differently. Because you insist on your difference from everyone else in this multi-ethnic, multi-religious, multitudinous United Kingdom of ours." To me, it sounds like the victims of Islamophobia in the UK are victimizing themselves. To ensure the safety and security of all British citizens, Muslims included, it seems the most logical course of action is for Muslims to conform to the burqa ban, settle down, and in turn integrate into British citizens.
Thank you for your insight, Mr. Colonzo. Any retorts from your side, Mr. Colonzo?
Yeah, I'd just like to offer my opponent one question. When you graduated from fascist school, did you happen to— Oh, shut it, you donkey. I'm about tired of your mouth. If you read the novel France and recent man I think it passed bans on face coverings. He states that you are, we are, racist, but don't set yourself apart in the way you dress.
Gentlemen, please. To me it sounds as if you share a common goal, to create a secure, welcome environment for all those residing in the European Union regardless of their racial, ethnic, or religious affiliations. Quite frankly, if one of you gets your way, then the other will be unhappy. It is evident that veering strictly to one side is off the table, as half of us will be unhappy regardless of the outcome. To me, it is clear that there's a plethora of wrong answers, but no true right answer in our collective eyes, except if you two are willing to compromise. To me, it seems the right answer in this case would be for you to make exceptions to the demands of the other so we can all reach a resolution that suits everyone to the greatest extent. So now, gentlemen, I am opening the floor back up to you, and you are free to discuss in a civilized manner. Okay then, I guess this concludes our segment. But before you go, I would like to issue this. To effectively mediate controversy within a society, it is vital that individuals understand no circumstance of great importance has one given solution and that they are inherently subjective. Meaning, in order to reconcile such turmoil, compromise is the sole action that must be taken. With that, I bid you a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.